I'm still alive, and we are here in fabulous Las Vegas at the historic Caesars Palace Hotel. We got here earlier this afternoon. We're actually only here in Vegas for tomorrow, and then we're leaving the next day, but we're just here to see Penn and Teller's show. I made a video about Penn and Teller yesterday, and I'm not going to be making a daily vlog like we did on our cruise because we're just here for one day, so this will just be a one-off video. We walked around Caesars Palace a little bit today, and it did look very cool. It was nice to see all the cool fountains and the Roman-style architecture. I'm a big fan of Roman history. I would have shown you what the pool looked like because that is probably the coolest part of this hotel. However, it's gotten pretty dark now, so I'll have to show you tomorrow. Or I guess for you, that will just be later in this video. Alright, well, I'm gonna go fast forward to tomorrow. Alright, so it's quite a bit later now. We are back from seeing Penn and Teller. I didn't film any of the Penn and Teller show because they had signs saying you couldn't, and I definitely do not want to violate those. And yeah, Penn and Teller didn't disappoint. The show was so awesome, and it was very, very funny. I definitely recommend going if you are ever in Las Vegas at all. I think I'm gonna say more about this when I'm back at home, so I'm gonna throw it over to back at home Scott now. Thank you, still in Las Vegas, Scott. So as I said there, Penn and Teller's show was awesome. I have watched so many of their tricks online, but I had actually only seen 2 of the dozen or so that they performed. Penn said during the show that they changed their show constantly, so in a year it'll probably be different. It was also kind of hard to believe that they were in their 70s and had so much energy. And Penn even performed jazz for about 40 minutes before the show even started. The show itself was between 90 minutes to an hour, and it totally flew by. I don't want to go into too much detail about the tricks they did because I do not want to spoil the show. I will say 2 things though. Watching Teller do a solo trick in complete silence is so much better in person. A, dare I say, magical effect falls over the room, and it is incredible. The other thing is that their ending trick is one of the most entertaining things I have ever seen in my life. However, as you can probably tell, there is still more to this video, and that is because today I will be showing off everything we bought from the gift shop. In my quest to make a bunch of different styles of content, this is turning into an unboxing video. Also, I have a theory that sometimes viewers will leave comments after just like 30 seconds into a video. So here is a match on screen, and here is a box. So if you make it to this portion of the video, I want you to comment, "I can't believe there was a boxing match in this video." Anyway, I'm gonna save this box for last, so we're gonna go to our Penn and Teller tote bag first. If you spent more than $80 at the show, you get this for free, and yeah, we did. However, the first item in this bag we did not pay for. It is this stick from a balloon. So during a portion of the show, they passed out 49 balloons to the audience, and the kid next to me did not pick up his balloon stick after the show, so I got it. This might not seem like much, but this is a real prop from a Penn and Teller show, and I think that's cool at least. So yeah, definitely fun to have. The next item I've got here is one that Nate wanted, which is this. This is a board game that Penn released with exploding kittens, and yeah, it should be fun to play. Maybe I'll make a video about doing this. It does say you can play with 2 players. The final item in the Penn and Teller tote bag is right here. So Penn and Teller used to come out after every single show to meet everyone in the audience, take pictures, and sign things, which was pretty much unheard of in Las Vegas, and it was a really cool thing they did. However, during their shows after COVID, they stopped doing it because there was just too much of a risk of them getting sick. Also, they're older now, and as much as I'm sure they would like to, they can't really meet everyone without a risk of getting sick. I totally understand why they do that. However, I still wanted to get something signed by Penn and Teller, which is why I was very happy when I saw a signed poster at the gift shop. I honestly don't know what this looks like, so I'm gonna unwrap it now. Alright, it looks pretty cool, and then the signatures are up there. P&T. I see Penn up there, and then Teller's signature is down there. That's very cool to have. That's awesome. I'm very glad that I have this. I have no clue where to put this, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Alright, we've migrated onto the floor to open up the mysterious box. And this is Penn and Teller bobbleheads. Now, I'd love to reveal that I have a bobblehead collection, but you've seen my room enough, and you know that is not the case. But honestly, these looked really cool, so I wanted to get them. I've got my scissors right here to open up the box, and no, I will not be using the sword that is right there. As fun as that would be, it is not sharp. Alright, here we go. Some styrofoam right here. That took way longer than it needed to. Oh, there's Penn. There's the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign. I think there's a little bit of assembly required from the way it looks on the box. Here's Teller with a very cool collar on. All right. Here's the grand reveal. The Penn and Teller bobbleheads. I just realized that they're doing the same poses on the boxes as they do in their bobbleheads. Here's the Teller comparison, and here's the Penn comparison. All things considered, pretty good. All right, well, once again, I need to find a spot to display these guys. They have found a spot right over here by my desk. All right, well, that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Go see Penn and Teller if you can, and Nate, I'll see you tomorrow.